Welcome to a brief to AI for enterprise inference. I'm Rebel, an AI solution architect from Intel. In this demonstration, you'll learn how to deploy enterprise inference solution. This inference will be catered for businesses to elevate their customer experience models. Enterprise inference is an open platform for enterprise AI, otherwise known as OPIA solution. You will walk away knowing what it is, the benefits, and the deployment process. The AI inference market is exploding with sizable projection, but most projects overshoot their budgets because they start with closed, one-size-fits-all models that are expensive to operate and difficult to adapt. What we're seeing now is a very clear shift. Enterprises want ownership of their data, their deployment, and their costs. These are the familiar hurdles: long deployment times, skill gaps, integration pain, and unpredictable costs. The reason is simple. Most Gen AI solutions are built as black box platforms. OPIA changes that. It gives enterprises a framework they can own, deploy, extend, just like any other part of their tech stack. Here's how it works. OPIA sits above Intel's optimized hardware, Gaudi and Xeon, and provides a unified open framework for AI deployment. It uses open source orchestration tools like Kubernetes and Helm. It supports multiple models like Llama 3, Mixtral, and DeepSeek, and exposes standard OpenAI compatible APIs. What makes it stand out is how easy it is to deploy. Spin up a model in minutes, integrate it into existing apps, and scale securely with full observability. You don't need a proprietary SDK or enterprise license. It's open, modular, and designed to run where you choose from, on-prem, in the cloud, or hybrid. This is the backbone. Enterprise inference, the serving layer within OPIA. It manages the model lifecycle, routing, and security for inference workloads. Think of it as the engine room for enterprise AI. One-click deployment to secure API management with Keycloak to full monitoring in Grafana and Prometheus, and automatic routing between Gaudi and Xeon for the best cost-to-performance ratio. The key idea here is freedom of choice. Run the models that fit your case, not the ones that a vendor forces you to use. That flexibility extends into our ecosystem. With Intel Gaudi 3 on IBM Cloud, partners can deploy pre-configured OPIA workloads, inference, RAG, or fine-tuning, just to name a few, in just a few clicks. It's a cost-conscious, high-performance entry point for enterprises that want the benefits of AI without the infrastructure overhead. We call these deployable architectures, automated templates that spin up entire AI stacks in just minutes. They're built with Terraform, Ansible, and Helm, so partners can modify and reuse them as need be. That's another advantage of OPIA. It's not just a black box product, it's a blueprint you can own and build on. In this demonstration, I've spun up a Gaudi node via a cloud instance. To ensure my node will have the speed to support my heavy AI workloads, I ensure I have AMX on my machine. Intel's easy-to-deploy repository can check if my machine has AMX in seconds. After ensuring, I clone over the enterprise inference repository that is made available to the public on OPIA's GitHub. From there, I navigate into my configuration file to see the specific components that will make this an AI solution. The user can enable and disable as many components as they want, such as observability, Keycloak, gateway, etc. But all in all, these components make up what it means to be an advanced AI solution. And the user can also add as many components as they want. This gives the developer flexibility to work with the solution to their liking. Once I have toggled the configurations to my liking, I can simply run the inference.sh file that has pre-configured Ansible playbooks and Helm charts that will spin up all the components and containers that make this solution. The flexibility of the solution is that I can switch between models based on what my use case is. For example, if I'm a business owner running on Gaudi, I can deploy from a diverse array of models based on what my needs are. After the deployment has finished, I personally check the health of my containers and can ensure all the components I referenced in the beginning in the configuration file are working as expected. Here, we can see the VLM container that stands out. From here, beyond curling, I personally enjoy seeing the live interface and utilize Postman as a platform to connect to my model and see my model's output. I can see the chatbot sizing to how I want here and can edit the tokens to either have shorter or more robust outputs. And to take it a step further, I've connected to Open Web UI to my node and loaded my model into here so that I can directly emulate the fun of what it means to be a chatbot. Here, I'm a business owner who regularly uses this chatbot to speed up my processes and give me thoughtful responses regarding customer experience. Again, this model stands out from any general LLM, like using ChatGPT, since this model is catered to my back end and access data that I've fed it. It can give me personalized responses and access all of my accounts. I can ask suggested follow-up questions and size up the conversation as need be. This is an example of what an endpoint would look like to the customer, a solution that is flexible and quick for developers. To make the most of the solution's components and benchmark, I can also utilize observability platforms like Grafana to analyze metrics like throughput, latency, and users. All in all, OPIA provides easy-to-use solutions that are thoughtfully designed to reach the end customer based on the specific needs you have. Getting started is as simple as navigating to OPIA's public GitHub repository and selecting whichever solution caters to your needs and cloning said repository to an instance or on-prem. OPIA is constantly evolving, and there is a diverse portfolio of AI solutions available with similar deployment guidance. And when partners build on OPIA, they're not alone. Intel provides dedicated engineering support, from open source collaboration on GitHub to strategic partner SLAs. This ensures your solution remains optimized, secure, and continuously validated on our latest hardware. To sum it up, OPIA is different because it's open, easy, and yours. It's easy to deploy, integrates with what you already have, and gives you complete flexibility. Whether you're building for a startup or scaling across a global enterprise, there's no vendor lock-in, no black box APIs, and no surprise costs. For engineers, it means faster iteration. For partners, it means new revenue opportunities. And for customers, it means reliable, transparent AI that truly serves their business.